Hello, Sister Goons! My name is Alex, and welcome back to Marvel's Spider-Man. In the last video, we managed to stop a break-in at Kingpin's auction house, and we met what I would consider the worst character in the game. But neither here nor there. So, technically speaking, we could go for the main story, which is basically go talk with Martin Lee and sorry, and basically change the setting back today. But you know, I figured like I may as well just get some stuff done now because as that way I could get the main game done faster, and I don't have to record as much for you guys, right?
I'm actually on my way to the feast center
Like,
now to ask Martin Lee about it. He has a degree in art history.
all that
If anyone knows about
probably
the
didn't make a
workings
whole lot
of
of
that
sense,
map,
but yeah,
Keep me in the loop.
yeah.
Like I said,
I have the habit, so
and I
anyway.
might be the one to break
So, yeah,
Sure.
we're doing a lot more
I
side
can call
stuff
you,
in today's
like,
episode, and we're doing it in the Future Foundation outfit. Or not outfit, suit, my bad. Basically, the gist behind this suit is that Johnny Blaze, aka the Human Torch of the Fantastic Four, supposedly died in one storyline, right? And Spider-Man essentially took his place on the team. But they wouldn't be the Fantastic Four anymore, they would be the Future Foundation. Now, Spidey did not really like the suit at first because it reminded him too much of Anti-Venom, who I think was a bit of a threat at that point, especially to him. But yeah, he didn't like the suit, but he was on the team because it was Johnny's last wish. But anyway, some people don't really like this. Some people don't really like this suit. I actually think it works. I actually think that it works great. You know, I love the black and white color scheme. I don't mind the eyes very much, and you know, I just think it looks good. You know, like, maybe some people are just being a bit too hard. I don't know. Anyway, so what we're doing now, well, what we're doing first is that we're taking care of some comm towers for the police. Now there will be a reason as to why I'm doing this later. So bear that in mind. You are somewhat encouraged to reactivate all of these things. Sorry. But aside from the towers, we'll also be doing a side quest along with a construction site in this video. Now, part of me thinks that I should have waited until I did the story mode, or not story mode, until I did the main mission before going after the side quest. But there's nothing particularly stopping me aside from Spider-Man occasionally telling me I should probably go to Mr. Lee and talk about the mask, which, yeah, I can, but you're not under any time limit or anything, so,
I mean, what
you know.
towers?
No, anyway. So basically what this mission is that someone has been jamming communications, so it's up to us to figure out just who's doing it and stop them. Spoiler alert, it is Kingpin's guys,
The jammers emit a signal I can detect.
because they want to get
Swing through the
Kingpin out of
financial
jail,
district and hunt for a
because
signal.
apparently
Found a signal. Just need to
apparently
follow it.
Fisk was, in hindsight, a necessary evil in order to keep in order to keep
Any
certain
jamming devices
criminals
would
in
only be
check.
effective atop tall buildings.
At least that's what it seemed like. But honestly, I kind of have a trouble with this philosophy. Like, but that's not what this video is about. So, actually, what I'm doing right now is something that I never tried to do before, and that is to do some stealth takedowns along the side of the building, so that way people wouldn't
This is
really...
my shock face.
Bleh. Sorry. So that way some of the guys would not be able to see me too well. And, well, mainly I just go in there guns blazing for now. Like, what I usually do is I just go into the fight guns blazing, but this time I wanted to try something a little different. Take a bit more of a refined approach. But it went about as well as you'd expect, so it is pretty much whatever. I don't believe that you are meant to do it solely as a stealth segment. Like, you will have to fight them at some point or another. But I mean, it is kind of fun. And right here, I had a bit of a brain fart. I thought that it was the computer I had to get rid of, but no, it was literally just that. It was just that small satellite dish. And really, what you gotta do is just head to the rooftops that have that sonic pulse coming off of them. But you can also just follow the radar on the left. You know, it is a pretty handy tool to have, so kudos to Insomniac for actually thinking that. Now, here's where I get a little bit, well, here's where you need to be a little bit more, aware of your environment, I'd say, because there are two snipers on this roof right here. And I believe they can be a pain if you don't know how to properly deal with them. So I just take them out before I go to the actual guys on the roof. And since there's about 4, I don't believe I do. No, actually, yeah, I do attempt some stealth, but I think ultimately I will have to get my hands a little dirty. But you know, it's nothing too terrible, I think. You know, you just gotta... Oh. Oh, yeah. I think that kind of broke it because, well... basically, the yellow question mark is basically them searching for you. But, yeah. And I surprisingly loved using the stealth takedowns. They were pretty fun. Yep. Yeah, I did have to get my hands dirty, so. But yeah, this mission is not that bad. The stealth segments are a little bit wonky, I would say, but it's nothing too bad. And it probably would have been better in the day, but I never really tried it at night, so I thought, screw it, may as well do it, right? But I did actually like this side mission because of a joke that, or basically Spiderman plays ignorant with hacking into police security, but he's on his own if he gets caught. So yeah, I know it is pretty funny, but well, anyway, So by rule of threes, this is the last tower that we need to take care of before getting on with the main story.
Found you.
Now, here I believe is where I screwed the pooch. In a way, like, probably wasn't that at that particular moment, but oh, yeah, freaking was not my best performance. None of this really was, but you know what I mean. And there we go again. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Like, I probably should have just went out swinging, you know, but, what can you really do, you know? I would have gotten caught anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. But to be fair, at least I got rid of the guys with the stun batons. Though the grenades are another story. Plus the guns are, well, they can be a bit of a pain unless I get a certain upgrade, which isn't for a while, but you know, basically when you do a perfect dodge, you have a chance to counterattack and just I think instantly instantly knock them out, but I don't really know. Okay. So with all three towers down, we have to head on over to the docks because some mysterious activity is going down around there. And well, it involves Fisk's men, right? Because that's who we've been fighting at these stations, and you know, like. But honestly, I think Kingpin's idea is a little bit flawed, where he kept order in the city. Like they would have risen against him regardless. So was getting in prison all that big a deal? I mean, it did pretty much blackmail and intimidate a crap ton of people to get to your position, so is it really out of the question for you? Who knows. But this cell segment right here is honestly a little bit weird, because I'm so used to there being high perches and stuff like that, but the docks don't have that here. So instead, you need to rely on everyone taking their own patterns and being completely oblivious to what you're doing. Now they will try to catch on, but it's nothing too serious. And here is where, visually speaking, I goofed, because he was supposed to be, because Spidey, I think, was supposed to be looking at a computer as well, but basically Fisk's men were trying to bust him out of jail, which goes about as well as you'd think. I mean, come on, Spider-Man. Fisk may have money, but you know, there's a reason why he always loses, and it's not just because of plot armor, okay? But, I ain't gonna get too much into that. Like, this combat segment is nothing too special, you know? You just beat up on a bunch of disguised guys. Occasionally they can sneak up on you like that shield guy did, but ultimately it's nothing that you haven't done before, you know? But you know, you don't need me to explain certain things. Like, you can just see and basically get the gist for yourself. Though I can't give, though what I can do is give my opinions, and in my opinion, this is not a bad side mission. It's short, sweet to the point, and it actually builds on something that we did in the beginning of the game. I like it. Now, of course, the experience could have been better, but what can we do? Alright, but now we get a mobility upgrade. Oops. Sorry about that. Well, not only that, but we also get the Stark suit, which is which was the first MCU suit, actually. Anyway. So basically, the upgrade I got was basically a perch point launch. Basically when you land on like a post or a pole or something, after you okay, let me here you go. That or no, not really, but basically when you web zip onto a perch point, you will jump at a much faster rate, giving you a lot of mobility and stuff. And I had to restart this one because I screwed up the entire stealth segment. Now, the reason that I don't want to screw up the stealth segments is because, well, because that is half of the challenge for these things. You need to do the stealth things as well as the main combat stuff, right? Now, some of these things are pretty difficult without the right gadgets or upgrades, but they're not completely impossible, you know? Like you can still beat them normally, but you won't be able to get as many tokens, right? That is the basic idea. Now, these guys, I didn't have to worry about the actual environments. So, you know, but it is an option in case you need it. So, there is that. And yeah, honestly, there isn't a whole lot I can say about the stealth segments anymore because, well, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. But you know, like, actually, that's half true. Like, these are part stealth segments. Like the first wave of these guys is a stealth segment, but when wave 2 hits, like right now, it's all combat. They know you're here. Which, honestly, I don't know how I feel about. Like, if you wanted a stealth segment, then why fight them at all? You know, just, like, pick them off at your own leisure. You know, just like have them be a bit more aggressive as the waves go on instead of just dropping the gloves at wave 2, right? But anyway,
I got plenty of face kicks left.
That's just my 2 cents. Okay, now the challenges here were to do 3 takedown. Well, basically, I need to do stealth takedowns on snipers, which is the stealth part of this area, but also I need to perform 10 perfect dodges, and you know if you did it right when there's a little bit of bullet time. Now one of the easiest ways that you can do this is with the rocket launchers, but it does take a little bit of time.
Guys, I don't have this many friends.
Like you don't need a specific enemy to actually do it, but I do find it a little bit easier with the guys who use rocket launchers. So that is just my personal opinion and how I myself play the game. So take that info with a grain of salt, you know? Anyway, it is pretty tricky, especially at this point in time, because, well, I don't feel like I'm at an appropriate level of health. I don't feel that,
Oh, great, more of them. Guys, in here.
well, I'm not at a proper health. I don't have a whole lot of gadgets, but I make what I got work, and I'm not skilled enough anymore. Like, there was a point where I played this game religiously, and I still stand by what I said in the first episode of the series. Like, if you have not played this game, you are doing yourself a very huge disservice, because this is a fantastic game, despite my gripes with MJ, you know? Like, aside from some minor stuff in the game, I think that this is a really, really good game and is well worth your time.
Reinforcements again? This is only
And if you don't have a PlayStation, then that is perfectly fine, because it's also available on PC, like a lot of other Sony games, like God of War, Ratchet and Clank, or... Oh my god, was there another one? Like, I know that Ratchet and Clank was one of the more recent ones to be added on PC, but I do know that this game, both God of Wars, mainly 4 and Ragnarok, but I can't remember. Anyway, so the video is gonna be wrapping up any second now, so I will try to do my outro normally this time.
Great. I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Thank you very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you think, because I really do like viewer engagement, and above all, please subscribe to the channel for more videos. And with that said, Celestial Dragoons, reach for the stars.